Hey guys, Infected Poison here, coming to you today with a slight new look to my channel. I've been trying out the OBS software, finding it a little bit difficult to be consistent in terms of the timescales to get videos out, and consistency, mainly because I'm using the Elgato, and although the quality is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, I really enjoy it, I then have to export that from the Elgato capture software, then put it into the I use Premiere Pro to do my editing. Then I have to put an overlay on top of that, and although I've got templates sorted out, and although it doesn't take too long, sometimes obviously thinking and getting to the point of making these commentaries takes a bit long. So I'm wondering, another thing really is also that, as sad as it is, my little poor tiny little channel, I've got a number of people. I've got about 12 subscribers at the moment, and unfortunately what that means is I'm just not growing my channel, and I think mainly because I'm just not consistent, but I'm not getting likes, I'm not growing subscribers, and I know everyone says in the first few months, in the first year or so, it takes quite a while to get the subscribers and everything going, but I thought I'd get a few more than 12. So I'm wondering two things. One, is it the format? Is it because, one, I'm not actually that good, but I've never claimed to be, and the whole point was I wanted to be a crap gamer who turned good by following other people on YouTube. So I pass on the tips that I pick up and things that work for me, and go from there. The second thing is it the format in terms of the fact that a lot of people like Marker J, Elite Shot, Ali A, everyone seems to be doing this facecam thing and doing live commentary, and I'm wondering whether it's the fact that I don't do live commentary, I do a voiceover after, which again takes a bit of time and a bit of effort, which isn't bad. It's just that you have to wait for the export from the Elgato software, and then you have to wait for the export from the Premiere Pro. It just takes a lot of time. Whereas using the OBS, I can put the overlay on top of it. I can run the software while I'm gaming, and basically the only thing I have to do is drop some extra videos on the end if I want to do the extra bits. And you'll see at the end I've got some extra games, so I'm going to put in some links and attempt to do my first overlay in YouTube to obviously show a link up. Anyway, so I'm wondering what you guys think. Is it that my format? Is it the fact that content is crap? Is it the fact I'm a crap gamer? Do leave a comment. I got 12 subscribers. 12 of you hopefully will watch the video. Although recently I think my Watchdog series has gone pants because the last 3 videos I put up, I've had no views on it. So I think the walkthroughs and stuff, I think Call of Duty, the way it's sort of put out, is getting a bit staid. But soon, hopefully, obviously in November, we'll get the new version. And I think my consistency in terms of the number of kills I get, I think, hopefully everyone who watches this and been watching me from the beginning, you can see that I have improved. I am getting a lot. My main goal at the moment is to become Master Prestige in Ghosts, and also try and get the chem in open play, because I still have not got that blooming chem. And I see all these people having like hundreds of flipping chems, and I'm like, yeah, alright. So I think it's because I rush too much. In fact, all in all, I see it probably is, and I have to be a bit more patient. But I don't like it because it bores me. I get bored sitting and being patient. I just don't like sitting in the corner. And also on things like domination, I do play the objective. I don't like the losing. I don't like losing. You see some guys who really like getting loads and loads of kills and don't care if they win or lose. Whereas I'd rather die loads of times and still win. But I guess that's personal preference. Anyway, leave some comments down below. I won't be upset if everyone says, well, the reason you don't get any subscribers is because you're crap. That doesn't, I already know that. I'm not too bothered. As I said before in previous videos, I make these videos to have a bit of fun and give me a little bit of a hobby to do, and while I'm gaming, I may as well record it and show people. My cousin and a couple of family members have seen it, and it's really nice because my cousin's actually, made a few comments, and a couple of other cousins and family members and friends at work and stuff have said, that's really good. But still, my subscribers haven't grown, and I know you have to put it out there, and I don't really push it on things like Twitter and things like that, but I do a fair bit. If you follow me on Instagram, I do a fair bit on Instagram. I drop out some things. I've got quite a few followers, well, actually hardly any, but more followers on Instagram than I do on YouTube. But I guess it's just being patient, seeing if it grows. So this gameplay in itself was a domination on StrikeZone, as most of you guys will already know, and I went pretty good. I think I went up 40 odd kills. I think I went 40 for 26. I think so. I think my KD in terms of the sort of stats aren't improving, but my game KDs certainly are improving. But I think I have I'm more consistent in terms of getting the higher kills, but my KD in terms of how many times I die to get those isn't improving. But there we go. So I'm rocking the Vector today, and I have found that this gun using the foregrip is absolutely, it just melts. I'm also finding another thing that I don't particularly like doing is, apart from the Remington, and not even the honey badger, I don't like that, is I really don't like using many of the iron sights. I think when you actually pull it up to, you aim, I just think a lot of the iron sights obscure your view, and I'm a real fan of the red dot sight, or blue dot I prefer using the blue dot. I don't know why, just prefer the colour to red really. But yeah, so I'm trying to change things up and make it a bit easier for myself to get videos back on the channel. And to be honest, over here in the UK, I'm in an area where we've got a really crappy connection, so I think sometimes I can drop into lobbies and I just cannot kill anyone. I've been 17 for 10 or something daft in a TDM match, and I think sometimes when you get in a lobby where everyone has really good connections and you've got a crappy one, even though your reaction time isn't too bad, you just end up dying, because you just can't react quick enough. But having said that, in the last few nights, I've actually been dropping into lobbies where I've obviously had a pretty decent connection, and I'm absolutely melting. I like 40 kills. I'm not getting the 60, 70, 100 kills like a lot of people on YouTube are getting, but I'm holding my own. It's not bad. I think 40 kills is a pretty decent score, and I think considering that most games nowadays I'm actually finishing sort of top, or at least within the top 2 or 3 in the lobby, just shows that I'm not that bad. I give myself, I don't give myself enough credit half the time, but I think there's a lot of improvements to my game. I'm certainly not going to be jumping on MLG and being taken up by Flipping Optic or anyone else, but it's certainly a bit of fun. I think the enjoyment I'm getting from the gaming at the moment again is better, but what I want to do is obviously change the channel up. I want to make sure it's running well. So if you've got any tips and tricks, because obviously I could do, I've watched a video on Ali A, and he records his face cam with obviously his webcam separately, and records with the Elgato, and then when he gets decent gameplays he scrolls through with the his webcam to find the right game basically, and then sits there syncing up. Now the only problem is with obviously running with OBS, but the OBS obviously you record your voice at the same time, so if you're doing live commentary there's no worry about the syncing or doing anything like that. But the way he does it is obviously, it's brilliant with the Elgato, because if you have a ton of crap games and then you have one brilliant game, you just rewind it a little bit, and hit record and drop that down into your sessions. With the OBS obviously running the software on there, you're effectively just recording everything, and you have to stop the recording and start the recording at particular times. So if you have a good game, you stop the recording, you've then got to put put it into editing software to obviously cut the bits out you don't want. Whereas with the Elgato stuff, you can actually edit each individual game and do it that way. So I'm kind of undecided in which way my workflow is going to be. There's pros and cons for both. Obviously, speed to video, certainly with the OBS software, means I can get the video up quicker. But I've actually done some quality tests, and this is partly the reason why I'm posting it in this format. Is I don't think that the quality recording it direct into OBS, obviously using the Elgato as well, is as good a quality as if I do it separately and drop that in, with all the overlays. I'm still undecided, to be honest. I think both ways have pros and cons. I do still prefer the quality coming straight out of the Elgato and dropping it into, obviously, I use Premiere Pro. I know a lot of people use Vegas, but I don't mind. I've got Premiere Pro, so I use that. But what I might do is actually do a split video. The problem is you can't run the Elgato and the OBS software at the same time, unless anyone has an idea how to do that, but I can't find anywhere on the internet where you can do that. But what I can do, obviously, is take the same level or same map and run the same thing and just split it in half and half and then see what the quality difference is. But again, it depends what the viewers want. If people want to see my really bold, ugly face, then by all means, I don't mind sticking my bold, ugly face on camera and giving you some live commentary, because that seems to be the way people are going, is the live commentary. It just seems if you run with the OBS software and then you obviously have to record every single gameplay and every single commentary, although you can do live commentary with the Elgato, and obviously it records with your gameplay. So maybe that's the way to go, is forget the face cam or the webcam, obviously, or the and actually run with just live commentary over top of the video and just do it all with the Elgato, and then but that does actually mean, and again, I guess you'd have to do it with the OBS or the broadcasting software, is effectively you have to talk over every single match or map even, and every single game, and then pick and choose which you prefer. So as I said, the workflow is something that I find difficult. Obviously, full-time job. I have to use an external hard drive because I don't have a big enough hard drive on my laptop, crappy little laptop I got, and unfortunately that means that I can't take it without lugging it to work every single day. I can't edit stuff at work either, and obviously work, I'm so flipping busy at the moment again, so I haven't really got a lot of time to finish. So we lost there by 1 point, so that was pretty close, and I think looking at that, I went 40 for 26, and obviously the scoreboard will pop up now, and as I said, one guy got 65, 50, 40, 42, so it's a pretty high scoring lobby. So what I can do, obviously, I'm thinking of maybe doing some streaming, because I'm playing anyway, so why not stream? And obviously with the OBS I can record and stream at the same time, and then obviously cut that down editing wise in the software. But again, leave tips. Let me know what you guys do, what workflow you have. And the new bit obviously is you can see 2 videos there. Clicking on both of the links, there's my first gameplay on Pharaoh, where I did pretty well, and then the bottom one is a comparison between Modern Warfare 3 Dome and Unearth. So drop me a like and subscribe. Cheers.